Today, let's talk about residential status of an individual for assessment year 2024-25. What does this mean? First, let's understand what does previous year mean. PY, the year in which the individual has earned income from different heads of income. That is, income from salary, income from house property, income from capital gain, income from business, and income from other sources. On the total income earned under these five heads, he will have to pay income tax. The year in which he will have to pay income tax is called as assessment year. For our understanding, let us consider previous year as 2023-24 and assessment year as 2024-25. That is 1st of April 2023 to 31st of March 2024 as previous year. Now let's look at the basic conditions. An individual should satisfy any one of the basic conditions, then he will be considered as a resident. What are the basic conditions? The first one is he should stay in India for at least 182 days or more in the previous year. What is previous year? Previous year is 2023-24, the period which I stated earlier. He should be in India for a period of 182 days from 1st April 2023 to 31st March 2024. If he satisfies this condition, then he will become resident. In case if he is unable to satisfy this condition, we will look for second condition. That is, he should stay in India for at least 60 days or more in previous year, and along with this, he should stay in India for at least 365 days or more in 4 preceding previous year. What does this mean? 4 preceding previous year means 4 years before previous year, that is 2023-24. That is 2022-23, 2021-22, 2020-21, 2019-20. In these 4 years, he should stay in India for at least 365 days or more. Plus, he should stay in India for a period of at least 60 days or more in 2023-24. If he satisfies both these conditions, he will become resident. Now, an individual has to fulfill any one of the basic conditions. Then he will be called as resident. Now, what are the additional conditions? Let's look at the additional conditions. These conditions are analyzed and determined because of understanding whether an individual is resident and ordinary resident or resident but not ordinary resident. That is, if he fulfills both the additional conditions, he will become resident and ordinary resident. If he fails to fulfill any one of the additional conditions, he will become resident but not ordinary resident. Now, what are these additional conditions? First one, he should be resident in India. So focus on the words resident here. Resident means he should have fulfilled any one of the basic conditions in at least 2 years out of 10 preceding years. Now, what does 10 preceding year means? We know that previous year is 2023-24, 10 years before that. That means we should count as 2022-23, 2021-22, 2020-21, like this for 10 years. Now, in this period of 10 years, if he is resident in at least 2 years, he will fulfill the first condition. Plus, focus on the word plus. That means he should fulfill the first condition as well as second condition. What is the second condition? That he should stay in India. Focus on the word stay in India here. Stay in India means he should just stay in India, no need to be a resident, for at least 730 days or more during 7 years preceding previous year. Now, what does 7 year preceding previous year mean? Again, previous year is 2023-24. 7 years before that, let's count 2022-23, 2021-22, like that. 7 years, he should stay in India for a period of 730 days. If he fulfills both of these conditions, he will be called as ordinary resident. Now, this is the concept. Let's try to understand this better with the help of an example. Mr. Ram, an Indian citizen, left India on 22nd September 2023 for the first time. Focus on the words first time. That means he was in India for the whole period, the whole of his life before 22nd September. Okay, to work as an officer of a company in Germany. Determine his residential status for the assessment year 2024-25. Now, we should count the days from 1st April 2023 to 21st September 2023. Now let's count the number of days. 30 days in April, 31 days in May, 30 days in June, 31 days in July, 31 days in August, and 22 days in September. That's right. The day he left from India will also be counted as the day he has stayed in India. So total we are getting as 175 days, which is less than 182 days. Now what we will usually do, we will go for the second condition because he has not fulfilled the first condition. However, there are certain exceptions to basic condition number 2. That is, if you are an Indian citizen and you are leaving India as a member of an Indian ship, or for the purpose of employment, you are seeking employment outside the country, then the second basic condition is not applicable to you. So in the example we are referring, Mr. Ram is leaving India to work as an officer of a company in Germany. That means he is seeking employment outside the country. So the second basic condition is not applicable to Mr. Ram. Hence we can say that since he is not fulfilling the first condition, he can be concluded as non-resident. Now there are other people to whom the second basic condition is not applicable. That is, if you are a person of Indian origin and you are staying outside India, that is, your grandparents or your ancestors are from India, but they moved out of India after a few years, and as a result you were born outside India and you are casually coming to India in previous year. That means you will become a person of Indian origin. And the second basic condition is not applicable to people who are seeking to go outside India for profession or for vocation like singing, dancing, etc. Now for these people also second basic condition is not applicable. Hope this video helped. Thank you.